I do have interest in the new Fire Emblem. That might be my offline game. Is it can you play it on the Switch? Or do you need a Switch 2? Need to. See, it's just another reason to fucking hate Nintendo, man. God, I fucking hate Nintendo. I fucking hate Nintendo so fucking much, dude. God, I fucking hate Nintendo, bro. Like, there's just... I'm so sorry. There's no fucking reason that a Fire Emblem game can't run on the old console. What revolutionary graphics do they have in a fucking strategy game? Like, the fact that I'm supposed to spend $600 for a fucking game, ain't no way. I'm not doing it. So, no, I have no interest in playing the new... I have zero interest in playing the new Fire Emblem. It is now official. I have zero interest in playing the new Fire Emblem because I do not want to get a Switch 2. I do not want to fucking buy another fucking console that cost me $600 fucking dollars for fucking nothing, dude. Because I'm going to get 3 games on that console, just like I got on the previous one. And then I'm going to have to spend $600 fucking dollars on the Switch 3. If I, you know, it's so stupid, man. You don't get it? It's for shareholder value. You don't get it? Nintendo doesn't just do things for money. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. Nintendo's so goddamn inconsistent. Like, they're just kind of evil for the fun of the fucking game. If you're going to be a greedy capitalist corporation, at least be consistent. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you're going to be the greedy fucking asshole, be the greedy fucking asshole. Like, imagine if every single time a new fucking Slay the Spire came out, you had to spend $700 on it. Like, that's what Fire Emblem is, man. Fire Emblem is just a fucking Slay the Spire level game. It's great. It's awesome. It's sick. That would at least be worth it. No, it wouldn't! Part of the profit generation is inconsistent. You got to seem decent at least 2% of the time. Chat, you guys are doing the thing again. Okay, chat's starting to piss me off now. You guys are doing the thing now. Prologue's here. Prologue understands. They're doing the prologue. They're pulling a prologue right now. You don't know the full context of what I'm talking about?
We got there.
You don't know the full context of what I'm talking about? And you're just trying to yap. What I'm referring to when I'm saying that Nintendo isn't the greedy asshole all of the time is the fact that if they really wanted to make as much money as possible, they would repackage Super Smash Bros. Melee, put it as a $60 game, remaster it with higher definition graphics, and not force us to play it on a CRT TV with low stakes, low prize pool tournaments, and not be able to be featured at official events. Like, if they actually cared about money, they would just repackage Melee and actually let it be considered a fighting game. But no, their fucking stupid whatever culture that they have says that they get to choose what your game is meant to be played as, and they choose that all of their games are meant to be silly little super family-friendly party games, and that's what Super Smash Bros. Melee is supposed to be, just like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They're fun party games to play with your friends and not meant to be competitive games. So if you ever try to create a competitive scene, they push back and don't allow you to do that. Like, the simple fact that Pokemon is not allowed to sponsor a Nuzlocking tournament because Nintendo says that's not how our games are supposed to be played. Like, that's the exact same as Slay the Spire Mega Crit saying that they're not going to sponsor my tournament because we used a Slay the Relics to track the information. I think that's specifically because they don't want to endorse mods. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying that too. Yes. I'm also saying that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. We're not on different pages. Nintendo didn't want to promote modded content. That's what I said. Pokemon was interested in sponsoring, or Pokemon wants to be able to support different events and tournaments, but if you do modded content, they do not support. Because Big Daddy Nintendo. I would assume it's because of Nintendo, but even if it's part of Pokemon, they're a part of the same thing. It's fucking Umbrella, I don't care. Japanese copyright law says that they forfeit their IP if they allowed modified versions or something, so this is the one thing that they're kind of justified on. No, they're fucking not. I'm so fucking sorry. No, they're fucking not. Super Smash Bros. Melee is a 20-plus-year-old game, and during COVID, in 2020, when you could not meet up in person to play their game, that has to be played in person on CRT TVs, because again, they won't fucking re-release their game like we would like them to. Somebody, a nice, delicious person made Slippy. It's an online version of Melee that you could play with better netcode than what is on the Switches currently to play Ultimate, and we could play it online. We could play it currently online. In an absolutely beautiful mode. You can patch out bugs. You can take things out. And you know what they said? They said, that's a modded version of our game. You are not allowed to play that. During COVID, they told people that they were not allowed to play Super Smash Bros. Melee online. They are not justified in that. That is some straight up fuck shit. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if you're forfeiting the IP of your 25-year-old game that you do not care about, that you say time and time again you do not care about, that you do not want there to be a professional scene for. You want the game to fucking die. You want 0 people to be playing that game competitively ever in your entire fucking life. There is no justification, man. I'm fucking angry, dude. Like, I love Rivals of Aether 2. I think Rivals of Aether 2 is a fucking awesome game, but it is not Melee. It's not. No game has been Melee since Melee. Actually, you want to know what game was Melee? You want to know what game was Melee? Project M. Project Melee was Melee. Again, when Nintendo didn't want to update their game, they went to Brawl, which was a game that could be updated, and they put in Melee code into the engine of Brawl. And then Nintendo said, "Go fuck yourself! Kill yourself now with a gun! Shoot your fucking self in the skull! Or else go to prison for the entire life! Or just shut down everything!" Project M was still not Melee.
By the way.
Banana, yes, it was. It was. It was absolutely going to be Melee. You can't say that it wasn't going to be Melee. If you let that shit cook for another 10 years, you're going to tell me that that's not going to be fucking Melee? I spit. And no matter what you do, there is no justifying them not. They don't have to support Melee. That's the thing. They don't have to support Melee. They just have to not actively kill Melee. The reason why Melee still has to be played on CRTs, that's because of Nintendo. We would love to put it on a computer. They say if you don't play with one of the original discs on a Wii or a GameCube, we'll kill you. We could literally port the actual game using the actual disc into a computer so that we don't have to bring in a CRT TV and play it with 0 lag. And they say we will kill you. And we will kill the tournaments. And we will, they threaten to go even harder on cracking down on tournaments that we want to run. So go ahead and justify how that's fucking family friendly. That's because the families. Shut the fuck up. You see how I'm mad now? You see this? You see this? I don't like being here, chat. I don't like being here, but I'm very fuck Nintendo. Like, I fucking hate Nintendo. With everything in my fucking being. I abhor Nintendo. I don't know if they're worth this level of rage. They absolutely are. They absolutely are. There should be a public domain, but for video games, so gamers can modify and access the IP after a certain amount of time. Yeah, almost like if you stop making the game, if you stop providing support for the game, if you stop making the console that the game is on.
To shift the mood, is it time for a Smash Pass
You
list
cannot
on
get a
Melee
new
cards?
copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. You cannot get a new GameCube. They will not repair your old GameCubes. It's not being fucking sold anymore. If, like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, is if they wanted to make money, and that was their sole purpose, was to be a capitalistic company, they just repackage Melee and update the... Because we've done it. We've done it for them. We've updated it to run on modern technology. And then they just ship it in the exact form that we made for them. Copy and paste. Control-C, Control-V. And then put it out on the Switch, too. Everybody would buy the Switch 2. They would buy the game. Because it would mean that we could actually fully run tournaments in a much better format. They could just steal the modded copy and sell it for $5. Yeah, they could. And say, hey, if you want to run this at tournaments, you can spend $5 on it. Friend, the reminder that in Japan, Nintendo pulled all games from a Japanese speedrunning event for charity after claiming that some of the games were unauthorized for use. It's made for families, guys, all right? And we need to encourage families to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Their games are made for families. Stop trying to make kids play games fast. We want them to play it slow. They sent a cease and desist to charity programs making modded Joy-Cons. The games are made for families, man. It's made for families. They re-released a version of Mario 64s with no BLJs. Is that true? Is that the DS version? Because that's what I played as a kid. Sorry, you can't play the game. This game is for families, Nintendo says to an orphanage. The game's for families. God, if Batman existed in this universe, man. That's Batman.